Hello, fellow Venusians. Welcome back to another episode of the Venus Rising radio show with your host, as always, Venus Vox. And you are listening to KMKR at 99.9 FM. We are coming to you live from Tucson, Arizona. And we are so grateful we are in the Xerocraft building. It's a great hacker space where you can come and learn how to do all kinds of things. You can learn how to do woodworking, electrical work. We have laser printers. We have 3D printers. We have a jewelry making place that's getting set up, and all kinds of amazing, wonderful things that you can come and be a part of. And tonight is Tuesday night. So Tuesday night is the WTF night. As for Women Trans Femmes Night, so if you identify in one of those categories, you can come for free between 6 and 10 o'clock and participate in the crafts that we have or work on your own projects, and it's a great time. Anyway, that's one of the reasons why we're here tonight. This is Venus Vox, or Venus Rising Radio, with Venus Vox, myself, and we focus on all local women musicians. And sometimes I bring in a guest who is not local, but perhaps was in the area doing a concert. And that's the case with today's guest. Today's guest is Wendy Rule, and I went up to Phoenix on Saturday to a festival and met her. I got to hear her. I bought her latest CD. It's a 2 CD set, and I'll play tracks from it later. I also have several of her other CDs. Over the years, I've listened to her. I really like her a lot. So in preparation for listening to her, I'm going to spend the first part of our day playing songs from her backlog of albums. She's got 7, I believe, besides the latest one. And then she has other projects as well that she has. So if you go to her website, go check it out while you're listening. Go listen to wendyrule.com, Wendy, RULE.com, and read her bio and see her CDs. And I will open up this evening's music with casting and opening the circle, a song by Wendy Rule. And let's see, that is where did I put my notes? Here it is. It's from her CD called Wolf Sky, which she recorded in 2006. Let's begin. Let's start the show. Welcome, everybody.
gateway to our soul's desire. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. houses flood the gateway to the world below. The sun, the star, the silent earth, the gateway to our soul's rebirth.
Now the stage is set and the circle is cast by Wendy and her song off of her CD Wolf Sky. And I think it's only appropriate to play a song from her album called Guided by Venus. In fact, it is the title track, Guided by Venus. And I think I'm going to have to use this track more often on the radio. Usually I try to, as you know, I try to find some kind of song about Venus because it is Venus rising and it's all about empowering women and having women's voices to be heard. Venus Vox, the voice of women. So Guided by Venus and a few other tracks. So enjoy. And then I'll tell you some more about our wonderful guest.
Love, herald the dawn. You and I reborn, and our ship is strong and has weathered the storm. and your star shines brightly great. Uncharted sea we've set sail upon, guided by Venus. How I long to be deep, how I long to be free, how I long to behold what we know is so sacred between us. Carries us through. You may feel I'm far away, but I'm right next to you. Oh, great uncharted sea, teach us to love, to love, to love and be free. Love needing to grow, fate's weight can't flow, and the way is wild, but darling, we know. Though we're strong, so it's on, and it's on, and it's on, and it's on. Great uncharted sea. One day we're floating on love, next day we're sinking. Oh, so far from the shore, I don't know anymore whether to follow the way that I feel the dark, the womb that's hollow. It's here I've found a voice to follow. I am the maiden, I am the mother, I'm the throne. I am the sea, I am the sky, I am the blood, I am the moon, never alone, never alone, never alone. When the moon is lit on her western side, and she slowly is brightening, brightening, when the earth is full with a waxing tide, and I breathe with it, ripening, ripening, see reflected in the water, the old moon held by her daughter. I am the maiden, I am the mother, I'm the throne. I am the sea, I am the sky, I am the blood, I am the moon, never alone, never alone, never alone.
Ah, Never Alone. Anyway, those three tunes we started with Guided by Venus off of the Guided by Venus CD, and we followed that with Strange Little Soul Bird. And that was from Wendy's album called The Lotus Eaters that she recorded in 2003. And that particular CD was based completely on the tale of the Odyssey. going through all the different permutations of adventures, etc. And we ended that one with Deity, and Deity is off of her CD called Deity, and that was released in 1998. These songs are so inspiring to me. I really am inspired by Wendy and her musical ideas and how she puts her songs together. And the next little set of songs will be maybe a little more dark. So some of my favorite ones coming up. In fact, the next one is going to be Black Snake, and that was my first CD of Wendy's that I purchased. And this is the title track, Black Snake.
Black snake leads me down, down into ground, down into ground. I'm following a trail of winding scale, a slippery slow, deep down below. I'm following my instincts. Black snake slipper slow beneath the world. I think I know. I shed it like a skin. I go within. I'm stripping back, back. Slither black snake to where I can begin. I flow like water, seeking serpent way to low ground. I flow like water, seeking serpent way to low ground. Black snake leads me down, down into ground, down into ground, through memory and bone, through root and stone, leaves me alone, deep down below, the life that I've been living. Black snake leads me down, down into underground, into underground. I'm swallowing my tail of a winding scale. I circle round, round, I spiral down. I'm ready now to start again, start again, start again, start again, start again, start again. Start again, start again, start again, start again, start again, start again. I'll move like water, seeking serpent way to low ground. I'll move like water, seeking serpent way to low ground. Oh, down into ground. I'm following her trail of winding scale. I circle round, round, I spiral down. I'm ready now to start again, start again, start again, start again, start again, start again. Start again, start again, start again, start again, start again, start again. I'll move like water, seeking serpent way to lower ground. I'll move like water, seeking serpent way to lower ground. seeking serpent way to low ground. shadow descending from daylight. In shedding your robe, losing your crown, bow to the serpentine sister who pours you down. dissolves me.
So this last track we just listened to is called Dissolve. And as you heard, it's a song about Samhain and about the thinning of the veils between the worlds. And that tune and the tune right before it, Inanna, were both from the World Between the Worlds CD that Wendy put out. And that particular CD, it goes pretty deep into the depths of exploring themes of loss and renewal, and has a dark and healing and otherworldly vibe to it. And this song, especially the Dissolve, seemed especially appropriate for the season that we are in right now. Or we're just coming to the end of it. We just had Samhain, Halloween, and the Day of the Dead. And yesterday I was so honored to be able to have an opportunity to go down and experience the All Souls procession in downtown Tucson. Did you guys get to go? I bet a lot of you were there. What an amazing event that is. All the creativity, the inspiration, the hard work, and all the amazing expressions of joy and love and loss for the ones who have passed on, the loved ones who have passed on, as well as, thinking about the ones who are still here and celebrating life and celebrating the life of the ones who have passed. That was very special. I felt so honored to be able to experience this part of Tucson culture. Tucson is such an amazing place. Before that, we listened to After the Storm and Black Snake, and those two songs were both off of the Black Snake CD. And that CD is an album of depth and courage, and it's a song of the Mother Earth and of the descent and rebirth and self-discovery and a reawakening to the power of nature. Anyway, I think it's time for us to get into this interview, so let me cue it up. You can hear for yourself some of the things that Wendy Rule talks about her music and her muse. So hold on just a second. So Wendy, welcome to KMKR Radio, and we're located live in Tucson, Arizona, and
lovely.
I'm so happy that you're here with me today.
Thank you.
So I just heard you do a set at the Pagan Pride Day in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Here I am. So tell me, I am so in love with your music.
Thank you.
And I've been listening to it for several years. I've actually played you already on the radio.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yes.
Thank you.
So tell me about your music. Tell my listeners what they could expect. I know they've heard you already because I've already played you, but
Well, it's dark and mysterious, and I think it's beautiful. I really like to go into those places that touch on the very deep emotional places in our human journey. Lots of mythology, especially lots of Greek mythology. My latest album, Persephone, is a retelling of the Greek myth of Persephone. But weaving right throughout, like I released my first album, Zero, back in '96, so long time ago, and I've been... My music and my witchcraft are completely entwined. There's no separation between the two. And really I just... they're always beautifully recorded and orchestrated, my records. I've been working with the same cellist for all that time. Her name's Rachel Samuel, and so the cello features really strongly. And sometimes the songs are dark and slow and soft, and other times they're feisty and wild, and so it's very much about... Each album is its own journey, and almost like watching a film or something. It takes you on that mythic journey, each in its own way. But of course I'm most excited about Persephone right
yes,
now.
That's your latest project.
Yeah, it is.
And of course we're going to listen to a few tracks off of that.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions of which ones we should listen to?
I would say on air, I'd say that Eleusis comes across really nicely, and I love the Ascent. But it really depends. All the ones you'll see in the lyric booklet, that the ones that I sing in the voice of Hecate, I sing in Greek and then whisper in English, so they're fun as well. And depends what mood you're going for, because some are gentle and soft, and others really take you deep into that underworld journey. So have a listen, you'll see.
So you're really intrigued by Greece. Tell me, how did that happen? What sparked your interest?
Well, what sparked my interest was the mythology. I grew up with that mythology, and from a very early age I would read Greek myth, but I didn't. I loved the Odyssey, and I've read that many, many times, but I didn't go to Greece for the first time until 2014, and then I thought, gee, I really better get to go and visit the home of these stories. And then when I did, it just was an instant click. I loved it. I loved the people. I loved the language. I began studying Greek from that point on, and I'm a very avid student now. I just returned a week ago from Europe, and I was doing a 2-week Greek language course on a small island called Ikaria. I just love it. I love everything about it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What was your first entry into music?
Yeah, I began doing musical theatre in high school, and then that branched out after high school. I studied literature, but during that time, to get me through college, I sang jazz and had a little jazz group, did some rock stuff, and then really my journey with my own music coincided with my discovery of witchcraft. And so then that was around the time I just, this whole outpouring of songs about magic and myth. And that was Zero, which was really based around, I wrote one song for each of the major arcana of the tarot, and that became that album.
Oh, what a good way to learn the tarot.
It was great.
So as you go forward, what are your hopes for what you want to accomplish as in the next coming 2, 3, 5 years?
Well, I'm currently writing a book about my Persephone journey, so I'm continuing to go back to Greece and going even deeper with the myth, because my Persephone album was a more poetic interpretation, and now I'm, of course, well researched, but now I'm just going deeper and deeper and finding the stories behind the stories and writing a book about that. So I'll release that next year, and who knows, I'm always open to the flow. See what happens. There's always more music in there, but who knows what it's going to be.
Right. So where can people find you?
They can find me at wendyrule.com, and they can find me all over Facebook and Instagram. And I also do a full moon concert every full moon, and you can online.
Oh, you do?
And people can find me on my website. There's a link to it, or you can go straight to my Patreon page. Just Patreon's an amazing platform for fans to help artists in this strange world of Spotify and free music. It's really challenging for us to stay afloat. So we need those who love our music. We really need them to stay. To get behind us, and so that's why I do the full moon concert every month, and it's only $2. You can watch that, $2 a month.
Nice.
Yeah, so you'll find that all on my website.
Okay, good. So thank you so much for taking some time to talk with me today, Wendy. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. What an opportunity to hear you play music, and you sounded beautiful as always. So that was my interview with Wendy Rule. And definitely go check out her Patreon. I'm really intrigued. I can't wait to go and sign up. It's only $2 a month, and to be able to experience her full moon ritual. Yeah, I'd love to go do it, because one of the things that you don't experience by listening on the radio to her music or to her CDs is you don't experience the theatricity, the theatrical aspect of her performance. That was one of the things that truly intrigued me when I went to YouTube and I saw different performances, live performances that she had done. And I went searching all over YouTube and watched every live video that I could find one time. And she's so compelling and so exciting in her presentation of the music. So without any further ado, I guess we're getting up close to the top of the hour, so I guess it's time to say you are listening to KMKR 99.9 FM, coming to you live from Tucson, Arizona. And we're located in the Xerocraft building, where you can come. It's a hacker space where you can learn how to use, one of the things I forgot to mention earlier was welding and metal crafting, as well as all those other amazing things, electricity. There's so many different things that I can't remember I've done a few little tours. And so if you come to there are days that are open for the public to come to Xerocraft and enjoy the space, learn about what's going on, and you can get a free tour and learn more in depth how you might want to be involved. But yes, so you're listening to KMKR 99.9 FM, and I'm going to go ahead and play a few songs off of Wendy's Persephone album. And after I do that, then I'm going to play some of our local witchy women musicians here in Tucson. We have so many amazing, wonderful musicians here. I can't wait to play more for you. But first, I'll play a couple songs off of Wendy Rule's latest double CD set called Persephone. The CD is based on the Greek myth about Persephone, who was a young woman, and her mother's name is Demeter, and this young woman was stolen away by Hades, and he took her down to the underworld to be his queen. And in the meantime, her mother, Demeter, did not know, and she went into a panic, and she was so upset by not knowing where her daughter was. And Demeter is the goddess of the harvest and of the lushness of the earth. And so during her grief, the earth became barren. We had our first winter. And until Demeter was finally able to be reunited, at least part-time, with her daughter Persephone, the land lay fallow. And so now that's where our seasons came from, winter and summer. So anyway, this first song is called The Panic, and it's about Demeter's panic over not being able to find her daughter.
Corey. Corey. Find her.
I will not cease to hope. I am her mother, and she is my light. I'll leave no path untrod, no stone uncovered, till I find my flower bright. I try to seek the truth, to find an answer. Maybe I held on far too tight. Maybe she slipped away and chose a lover, as other girls do every night. I will not pass a door that I can open, no fence to hide, no service too lowly. I wander many days and many nights, hide my face behind my eyes. I have found tenderness, I have found kindness, even so, it's still the same. The women gather round to soothe my sorrow, try to make me smile, remind me that life is more than pain. And she will gather flowers and dance the meadow, as always was and always will be, once again.
Six for the darkness and six for the light. Six for the darkness and six for the light. Six for the darkness and six for the light. Six for the darkness and six for the light. Six for the darkness and six for the light. Six for the darkness and six for the light.
me soft within his arms and leave my lover. Under the surface, I am as radiant as light. There is a beauty that's hidden deep within the night, and I have found it, but I am called away and I want to leave it. I don't want to leave it. Once I was maiden, and I will maiden be again. And though the springtime will see me dancing with the flowers, and when I'm dancing, no other care will weigh my heart. I am resisting. Oh, blessed darkness, oh, blessed sanctuary of bone, where I have hidden, where I have come to be alone. Oh, blessed darkness, I am at one with you, and I must leave you. I must leave you. 6 for the darkness and 6 for the light. 6 for the darkness and 6 for the light. 6 for the darkness and 6 for the light. 6 for the darkness and 6 for the light. 6 for the darkness and 6 for the light. 6 for the darkness and 6 for the light. 6 for the darkness and 6 for the light. 6 for the darkness and 6 for the
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this a little over an hour of an immersion into the music of Wendy Rule. Don't forget to go to her website, wendyrule.com, and you can buy her CDs on CD Baby, and you can find her on YouTube. And of course, don't forget her Patreon account. So that last song that we listened to is called The Ascent. And before that, we heard Elusius. We started that out with The Panic. And these are all from her latest CD called Persephone. So now, let's turn back to our own people here in Tucson and let's listen to some local musicians of our own. Some pretty wonderful witchy women here.